Hello and welcome back to the second episode of Nova Arcana. Off camera I've done a little bit of work just sort of getting everything safe and I've put some chests up with some stuff in. There's nothing in here. We saw the emerald was up there, so I'm probably going to go up there and show that. And then yeah, there's also some chests here with an arrow. Oh, I guess this is probably a tutorial on how to make golden apple. Is there a different recipe? Oh, cool. I actually didn't know that, but apparently you can make golden apples with a single piece of gold, which is nice. That also explains why more mobs were dropping gold. That's fun. And then we also have some chains in here. So we can use these. I don't know if we can craft them, but we can use these to trade with the smith and make some chain armor, which I will probably do now. Oh, it's an amethyst, not a... Is amethyst... It's going to be a full... It's going to be a full one, isn't it? So we need 6 amethysts to get that. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, I'll probably save up for the chest plate, I think. The other guy is this merchant who will give 32 leather for a single amethyst, so I'll probably do that for now. Take some leather, because I would like more armor. I'm going to leave the chains in here for now, and I'll put the amethyst up there as well. Which should hopefully keep us slightly more safe than we've been thus far. I also, basically, out here, spent some time flattening everything off, getting rid of most of these things, and just making sure this area is kind of secure and I'm able to safely go in and out of my base. And then over here I have put in a little mana grinder. Basically there is a single creeper spawner, so it's not very fast, just to be able to heal up to full and get everything sorted when we want to restart an area, or when we want to, in between episodes, basically, for me to farm up. Right, so yeah, I think what I want to do is probably head that way, but first I wanted to take a look at this sort of castle structure and see if there's anything in here. There are also a couple of chests I found, so this one has potions low, at least some of these on our bar. Other than that, I did light up some more of this, but yeah, it's still dark here, which is the area I want to head into now. Yeah, so I don't actually know what's in here, but getting little lag spikes. I restarted my computer and tried to make sure it was all running as well as it can, but yeah, I think this map is fairly intensive with the number of functions it uses and stuff. Not my finest fighting, but we survived. And we get combat gear low, which probably wasn't worth coming here for, but yeah, I don't know where that last spider spawned from, but let's just get rid of these spider spawners. I could turn these into a grinder. There are 2 of them, so that would probably be sensible, but yeah, I'm just going to leave it. I think there'll be better places to make a real grinder in the map if I need to. And other than going up top, which I probably will do. Why is this a slab? Okay, it's just it's part of the wall. That's fine. Let's come up top, I think. In fact, I'm going to use my worst blocks for this. I left an amethyst down there, so I'll probably have to go back for that, but yeah, the amethysts are if you kind of haven't realised, the amethysts are the currency in this map that I mentioned briefly last episode, and that has to be something, right? So we get another flint and steel, which is nice. We'll probably take the chest. I don't have a good supply of wood yet, so it's worth keeping hold of stuff like that, I think. I was trying to go down on the vine, and I failed miserably, which now means I'm low on health again. And so that is that's the wool, or the first record dungeon. Which I don't actually know where I put the record. I assume it's back in the base, but yeah, I may have to go back and look for that. So that was fairly straightforward. Let's actually get the combat supplies that we came here for. So that was a pretty straightforward dungeon, but it's good to have a shield, and annoying that there is leather there because we did just spend an amethyst on that. Oh well. There's more coal here, which is good to know. I don't really want to get knocked off. But I will eventually go down there, and we can get saplings once we're down there, so that's useful to know. So just grab a little bit of this coal, and then I think we'll take on this castle, probably. Right, let's leave that there for now and head back. Yeah, I've blocked this off so that basically I don't think there's any way for a mob to get over the top and into our safe area. There was one more chest I wanted to show off here though, which is basically around the back here. Some vines hiding it. There is another shield and some arrows. So my mouse has been double clicking quite a lot, which is a bit frustrating. So this takes us to the top of the tower that we saw from, or that we can get to from inside our base. But I think there is an emerald up the top here, which means, yeah, which means there are some golden apples for us to get. So that's emerald number 2. So we've got 1 and 2 so far. I'll try and keep track of which ones we've got and where they are, and then if I do decide to complete the emerald challenge, then, and I'm pretty sure these villagers are invulnerable because I found a zombie in there with them and they're still alive, so that's good. Yeah, so now let's finally get on to 10 minutes in. Let's actually get on to doing what we wanted to in this episode. So let's have a quick look at the intersection first. So Silver Ruins is where we came from. Brightwater is, I believe, down that tower. Candlelit Castle is where we're going to go first, and Basalt Passage is this way. So we have that to look forward to as and when. For now, of course it's skeletons. Skeletons have such ridiculous range on their bows. I think that's the thing that annoys me the most with them. Come on, shoot. I needed to get that down. Yeah, they just have such ridiculous range on their bows that it becomes pretty irritating to fight them. A sneaky drop trap there, nice. Get some gold, which is useful. Get me out of here. Should probably build a safer bridge than that, but do I want to use that? Let's use the golden apple for some regen. Why not? I don't know if do soul torches give the same level of light off, because it did seem like that skeleton spawned right next to that soul torch. Okay, I'm just going to carry on. Let's do that, because otherwise it's going to end up killing me eventually. Speaking of which, it didn't take very long to end up killing me. Oh, I am really just pretty bad at this game. I probably should have used my splash potion of instant health, but oh well. Let's just take 4 torches, why not? I've got some armour on, so hopefully we won't die until we've managed to get our stuff. But I am just going to run in and torch spam, I think, first. And hopefully that should stop at next morning before we can at least kind of reset somewhat. Let's put the shield back on. Although shields make me play very badly, I think. I don't really want to use the advanced infernizer because I'm lagging a little bit, and I think that it will just end up in me getting that set on fire, mostly. I think it will very much be something that hurts me more than it helps, but I also need to set up a safe route back from the world spawn, I realise, because I did almost get creepered a couple of times. It's good to know those rotten guards are a source of leather armour as well. The more I play CTM maps, the more I am convinced that Minecraft's inventory system is the worst thing about the game. It's just kind of ridiculous that it hasn't changed since the very early days of like alpha. This is just not enough slots, and when you're playing a map like this where there's, I mean, just look at this wall. There are three different blocks plus these stone walls plus iron bars plus everything in here, so you're looking at like 7 or 8 blocks for a small room like this, which just means your inventory gets filled up so quickly. But anyway, that's a separate rant for another day. Don't know what that is, but I don't want to break it because it looks like it might have chain armor, which would be very nice to have. And being careful about those gravel blocks as well. And we'll head up there in a minute. Let's head around the other way if we can. Get over there. And then we'll get that chest in a moment as well. Okay, it doesn't look like the gravel is trapped, but it might be. Just because it isn't now doesn't mean it won't be in future. Let's head back and get the chest quickly. I think that is just a basic skelly spawner, so we'll just leave that there for now. Tools low, we'll take those. Inventory slightly with that. What is that? It's a rotten guard. Okay. I thought 2 shots plus 1 hit would kill if it was a crit, and apparently that is not the case. Shields are still pretty broken for that fight. That was so stupid. I don't want to just blame lag, because partly I'm just not very good at the game, but I think the lag is kind of hurting me somewhat, because stuff like that jump I think I would make if I was running properly at normal Minecraft speed on my PC, but this is the issue of having a very not powerful laptop, I suppose, and trying to record and play at the same time. Is there anything up here? We have a precarious bridge over to what I think is just a natural spawn zombie. Or not, but there appears to be a spawner, yeah. Save me, shield. I can't see where I'm going. I'm quite impressed that I managed to stay reasonably calm there. I assumed I was going to die. It was a sneaky trap. I mean, if Render's watching this and you want to watch a playthrough that someone falls for every trap that you have in the map, I am probably the guy. That was a fun trap though. I like that it dropped you into a water pool so that it had a chance of surviving, even with a creeper spawner next to it. It's good fun. I was a bit annoyed I stayed. Oh, I'm not annoyed, but it's a shame I stayed completely quiet because I was resigned to my death. I think. I don't know where where that was. I think we were in that tower there, weren't we? There are other prison guard spawners, so I'm not going to worry too much about keeping that one. And that is just a lava pit. I'm trying to keep an eye out for tripwires or something, but yeah, we'll see if I manage to. I will probably end up just running into one. That was 3 skeletons all spawning at once. That's potentially bad luck. And there's a spawner underneath there, but there we go. So I'm going to leave that way for now. At least until we've come. Let's block that off because I will eventually die to that as well. MLG torch placing. I'm going to keep those spawners, I think, for now. Of course. I'm just so aware that I'm going to die so many times to traps in this map and I still haven't set up a good route back, so I'll just kind of show you what I have to do. I'm so aware that I'm going to die. I even called out all of the gravel in the floor and I was like, I know that I'm eventually going to fall for this. And we can see our gravestone, which is quite cool. And yet, I still fell for it. It might be easier to go this way than round through the dungeon, I think. I still want to look at everything that's down there. Let's just go for it. I have to be a little bit careful because if I do die again, all of my items are lost. And I think my items will have survived even though I fell into a lava pit. So we do have that going for us at least. Yeah, re-geared to some extent, so let's try and get back up. And I think what I am going to do is just tunnel, because I can see where my stuff is. I know exactly where I died, so I might as well just go straight back for it, I think. I don't want to activate it whilst there's still lava here, but at least we did find another emerald. Well, emerald number 3 or whatever, our 3rd emerald at least is there, so we can come and grab that at a later stage. So far I am very much enjoying the map, even if I have died 4 times now. I think it kind of... The fact that the deaths aren't that punishing makes quite a big difference, but also just I've kind of accepted that I'm going to die quite a lot in a map like this, and I'm not going to hugely adjust my playstyle for that. I think I'm quite happy to accept that I'm likely to die a lot, because I'm a bit of an idiot with how I play, and I'm not skilled enough to get away with being a bit of an idiot. I have no idea where we went. We kind of came this way and then ran away because it was skeletons everywhere, right? So let's torch this up and then head up this tower, I suppose. Do I want to head over this way first? Yeah, why not? I think that was just vines breaking, but it really scared me. Oh, I did not see that there were 2 of those. But I should probably use this sword. This looks very much like it's intended to be a mob grinder. Multiple zombie spawners above a big hole. So I may just keep those for that. And come down and see if there's anything I want to get from here. In fact, let's just blow him. Why not? And what is down here? We have ritual grounds. So I probably don't want to explore this area just yet, but yeah, definitely don't want to explore this area yet, but I will remember it's here and remember that there are creeper spawners. The texture of clay always makes me worried that it's a gravity block, even though I know it isn't. We'll go down second, I think. And this one can't be a trap, surely. Take that. No, can't equip that on my head. We'll deal with the rotten guard in a moment. The swords they drop are quite good, but don't have very much durability on them. They're Smite 2, Knockback 1, so pretty good for dealing with zombies in particular. And we've kind of looped back around, and that's where we died, from the lava pit, which is cool. I really like this area so far, because it it feels like, well, the castle itself is not very big. However, it feels really big. Like, we've explored, I think, probably most of it now, but it feels like there's going to be a lot more to go, I think. We don't get one, but we do get some health, which is nice. Right. This feels like there's going to be a trap somewhere. And we'll head down to that in a moment. I want to kind of get this lagging again. I want to try and go from the top down, I think, where possible. It'd be nice if that Enderman stayed away. Yeah, those lag spikes are a killer when you're trying to sprint towards a creeper or something. Gas. And the spider jockey. Let's Let's do a sprint, a torch sprint. I see you, spider. I see you. Somehow we survived. Our shield came through pretty strong there. So let's heal up with a golden apple. Why not? And I need to get inside away from all of these. I really need to kill that ghast, I think, because otherwise it's just going to keep causing me problems when I'm fighting any other mob. We still haven't explored that bit down there. And we're running out of torches, so I'm going to have to go back and get some more torches, I think. Let's try and get this thing. I'm not going to be able to bat back a... I'm not going to be able to bat back a fireball like that, I don't think. Right, let's try and get up to that gas spawner and break it, I think, is going to be my goal. And hope that everything else is despawned. Or at least get the creeper to do some damage. No. So we did at least get rid of the gas spawner. I'm going to have to run back and get some more torches, I think, because I can't really take on the dungeon anymore without more torches. I didn't look at you, I promise. I promised you I didn't look at you. Yeah, I'm going to run back and get torches, I think. And we need to go up there. Let's do that first. And we'll take that, I suppose. Why not? Double clicking mouse again. I can't tell if it's double clicking or not clicking, and I think it's probably doing both at different periods of time, which is unideal. Mostly recharged my mana and everything, and yeah, basically got everything set up for us to carry on. I'm just going to break this. I don't think there's any point in keeping it. I can't really remember how we got to where we were, but because I took a little break to get a drink and try and reset somewhat. We definitely weren't here. I can say that much. I'm very glad that wasn't able to spawn, even with all these cobwebs. I guess I must have triggered it when I was up there or something, but I'm not going to complain too much. Is that just another lava pit? Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, this castle appears to not be huge, but then very much is. Like the actual, I think, area that it covers is not particularly big compared to a lot of like later areas in CTM maps. You get some pretty enormous structures, and this is not that. I need to get a torch down. That was weird. I'm suspicious of that because of the trap earlier on, but I think I'll rather have the projectile protection for now. And those oak planks are definitely useful. Because I'm running pretty low on wood. I do know there are trees further down, but yeah, I haven't really explored down there yet. I assume there's an observer or something on the top. No observer, but there is a trap. I didn't know. The first trap I have managed to not trigger. Brilliant. Fantastic. We're making progress. They said it couldn't be done. They said I would die to every trap, and I've proven them mostly correct. Is there anything down here that I want to explore? Probably not. I'm probably just going to end up dying to a trap or something. But we will soldier on regardless. I think this is probably just another route down towards the... Yeah, I'm not gonna explore down here yet. I want to get to the record. I'm gonna try. The way I want to do this is rather than have a like 50-part sprawling series, which I think this map is definitely long enough for that to be a possibility. I'm instead going to keep... I'm instead going to try and be fairly strict about getting one disc per episode where possible, and then I'll break up episodes into multiple parts, and that way, I mean, effectively it'll still have like a 60 episode series potentially, but okay, so we've now found this. I'll still end up with like a 60 episode series, but it'll be in a different structure and it'll look different on a playlist and on my channel, I suppose. But yeah, I do still want to try and get this episode recorded, and it may end up being a 2-part episode. We'll see on that front. Fire aspect and knockback, it makes creepers a lot more manageable. These pillars, however, do not. I don't know if that was the only creeper spawner, but it was a creeper spawner. And we get some books. Sure, I'll grab those, why not? And we'll take the golden pick. Let's drop off you. You. I think we want to keep everything else. I might get rid of the gunpowder for now. And probably get rid of these two as well. We'll just keep one of those smite swords. Not that I'm particularly using it, but it's nice to have. And I do feel like we're finally making progress. I think we're pretty close to being done with this castle. So that's good. So yeah, in case I wasn't clear, I am planning on basically trying to record until I get a disc every time I record. And then I will break up those episodes into separate parts, because I don't want to be putting up videos that are an hour plus. But yeah. I think there was a spider jockey spawner. Oh no. Every time. I didn't mean to throw that away. Every time I also run this way to get back. Hopefully there's nothing in our way this time. I'm going to take a shield. I'll just take those because our inventory was pretty full anyway. 2, 3. Right, let's head in. I'm probably going to have to do quite a lot of cutting in this episode because we've died so often. Death number 5. We've only died 3 times this episode, and that is not a good haul particularly, but it could be worse, I think. And I am at least learning my way around enough to get back to my stuff pretty quickly that time. Even if I haven't got all of it. I think I have got all of it though, so that's good. Let's put on everything we can. I don't have any boots. Oh well. I could make a crafting table and craft some boots from those chains. I don't know for certain that that works because I haven't actually tried doing it yet, but I'm pretty sure it would. That was so very silly to have not actually set up my hotbar. Right, let's head back to that upstairs section that's basically killed us about 4 times now. Having just said that I was learning my way around, I've since proven that I know absolutely nothing about how to travel through this castle, and I'm just sort of guessing at this stage. And we do have a decent chunk of cobblestone, so we might as well use some of it. Let's head up this way. I've got the Flintstones theme tune in my head just from having this sword. Do 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 do. Hopefully that is the record, and then we can be done with this area and head back to the intersection. And it is, so that is very nice. We came pretty close 3 times, I think, without actually getting it, but we did get it in the end, which is very good news. So I'm going to keep recording as we head back to the intersection, just in case I die to a trap or something. Do I just take the damage? Where is our base? Is that the intersection? I have no idea what I'm doing. I like the glass panes blocking off areas. I think that's a good solution. I'm actually going to take my shortcut, which I set up to be able to take no damage whilst using. Yeah, I like the glass panes. I think that's a good way of like sectioning off mobs and stuff without, because that stops you getting mob spam to some extent, which I think is a good thing. So let's place our disc in the chest that I have started using for overflow, and that was the Candlelit Castle. I had a really good time in there. Great dungeon, fairly like straightforward in some ways, but really intelligent like design about how all the rooms link together and everything, and where all of the, because I think it's very easy to make a castle that's just like blocks. And gets a bit repetitive, but I thought this was a really good dungeon at avoiding that issue, and I had a really good time playing through it. That is going to be it for this episode though. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.